What's going on, everyone? It's the Cubeologist here today with my review of the MoYu AoLong version 2. Now, the AoLong version 2 is the newest 3x3 recently released from MoYu. It's available at these and other major puzzle stores ranging in price from $9.75 to $16, excluding shipping. And this is around the same price range as the original AoLong. I'll post links down in the description to the different stores so you can easily purchase this cube from wherever you like. So I have used this cube almost exclusively for the last week in order to give it a chance to sufficiently break in. And let me start off just by saying that this is a very good 3x3. It is a stably constructed puzzle that has corner cutting on par with the best speed cubes out there, the ones I've tried at least, and the lockups are very uncommon. When comparing the edge pieces closely with the version 1, you can easily see that the design has not changed much at all, if any. The only difference I can detect is that the edge of those pieces are a bit less rounded off. This is the same with the corners. As you can see here, the indentations on the side of these pieces are larger in the version 2, and the base might have been slightly altered. But the main difference is the amount of beveling on the edge of the piece. It seems that this is how MoYu has decided to address the corner twist problem, by making the pieces fit more flush against one another. And it seems to have worked. Regardless of the fact that the corners rotate as easily as in the version 1, the changes MoYu has made with the stability of the puzzle seems to have solved that issue. Now, the only problem that I have found with this cube is actually the speed. When I first got it out of the box, it had the same dry filling as the first version, and it seemed a bit tight and somewhat catchy. I decided that this was due to the newness and lack of lubrication. I have since solved this cube hundreds of times and lubed the pieces at least 3 different ways. I've also loosened it to the point of popping, but none of this seems to have helped. I do not know if this is a problem with the specific cube that I received or a general characteristic of the design, but either way, the sluggishness makes me not want to use this cube regularly at all. The feel you get after you break it in is like a slower version of the AoLong, and even though I really enjoyed the AoLong, a step back is not what I expected from this new design. The only other thing I can think to try is maybe a hardware swap, but I'm not going to go to the trouble because I don't really like the slightly blocky feel of this puzzle and I really enjoy the first version. Now, as to whether or not I'll be using this cube as my main, I have to say no. I'm completely satisfied with the version 1, and I don't want to trade off a puzzle that I absolutely love and that has got me every single personal best that I have for a newer version which I don't really enjoy the feel of. But just because this is my decision doesn't mean it's what you should base yours on. If possible, it's always best to try a thing for yourself and form your own opinion. These are just my thoughts on the pros and cons of this specific cube, and I'm positive that other people have different views. However, if you're looking to this video for advice as to whether or not to buy this puzzle, I would say that if you're looking for a very controllable, somewhat slower cube that has great corner cutting, this might be just what you're looking for. But if you enjoy the bubbly, lightning fast feel of the original AoLong like me, it might be best just to pass on this one. That being said, I'm glad that MoYu is responding to problems that speedcubers are having with their puzzles. I just wish that they would maybe take a bit more time to test what they're producing, rather than just pumping out a new design every month. But I still love MoYu, and I'm very happy with the puzzles that they make. Alright guys, well that's all that I have to say about this cube, and I hope that this has been informative and maybe even somewhat entertaining. And if you want to see more reviews like this in the future, go ahead and subscribe, and thanks for watching.